Good morning. My name is Elisabeth Faure. I'm the Country Director of the World Food Programme in India, and welcome to the WFP. So let me introduce our team. First of all, Jyoti Prakash from Better Lab with your solution Neve, and Ankur from Udyog Yantra with NutriGrow device, and Ramita from Revolutionize with your solution called MAP AI. So welcome everyone. We're here today because millions of families across India are still fighting malnutrition. To solve this at the last mile, the World Food Programme, together with the Ministry of Electronics, Information Technology, launched a hackathon called NourishNext. This is an AI hackathon which is to look for scalable, innovative solutions, bold solutions, to help solve this problem. So you're all here because your solutions represent the best of these ideas. So let me first of all start with, let's start with the home. That's really an environment that we're all familiar with, and we know that nutrition starts in the kitchen. So I wanted to ask you, Jyoti Prakash, about your solution, which is a very human solution. Can you tell us how it works, please?
Sure. I think so. If you look at the human body has around close to 37 trillion cells like an autopilot every day to produce foods, process and all. And also when it comes to food, we kind of look at it as the 500 different kind of parameters to write it write correctly. So we have seen that for example fiber, protein, minerals, vitamins, there are many lists are there. So it takes it's very hard to learn in sense of the knowledge about understanding all those things. Also it's hard to follow it, and also it's not sustainable. So what we as a Neve, we thought that how do we not look at as a food as a count, to understand as a food as a calorie. We thought that how do you make it as a food, what food does to the body. So that's where the Neve is differentiated. So what we have done is basically in a science layer we try to separate those whole sections into 5 parameters, which is the builder, booster, protector, cleaner, and a balancer. So builder is basically help you to understand in sense of your growth of the body, and when the booster is basically give you the instant energy process, and then and protector does the immunity part of it, where it will help you in sense of immunity building. Cleaner do the a detox and the cleanness of it, and balance is basically study and the mind building. So if your plate has all the 5 layers, you will be able to do better. So it's the same body, same science, with a different language. So that's what as a Neve we are trying to do.
So you're making nutrition science, which is usually quite complex, easy to understand for people.
Yes. So the objective is basically in sense of AI is to not to make complex. So, if you look at how ChatGPT and different kind of solution has built that way, that it need to be very simplified. So hard lifting part of it happens in the background. So where, for example, when you put a prompt saying that okay, I'm having a dal khichdi. Then the system, what it does is basically try to understand the dal khichdi, what is the protein process, what is the is it what is your katori size or what is the portion size, and then understand that to go into the next level to understand what is the parameters of dal khichdi has in builder, booster, and protector, cleaner, and balancer point of view. For example, in dal khichdi has a builder, protector, and also has a booster, but doesn't have a cleaner and balance. So it'll kind of create a nudge that says that okay, can you add some cucumbers or a raita which can help you with that. If you don't have cucumber raita in your home, you can also ask that to Neve to replace with something else which is available there. So the system does a lot of back-end work, and also same time also it learns the body pattern within a 2 to 3 weeks time. It kind of create a digital twin of your stomach. So then it's like when you start eating, you can actually feed to Neve and to see that how the body react, and based on that your eating habit can be changed. So that's how it works.
Thank you. So moving now from the home to the school, where millions of Indian school children receive a hot cooked meal. Often that's their most important meal of the day. I understand, Ankur, that your NutriGrow device is already achieving amazing results.
Yeah. The fact is that India is the second largest producer of food, and globally the world produces 1.5 times the food that it needs. So the problem that we are looking at is fundamentally the post-harvest supply chain. Can there be a digital infrastructure or an AI-aided infrastructure which can make this supply chain more efficient, so that what gets produced doesn't get wasted and reaches to the plates of the children? Our device fundamentally scans every plate on what the child is eating and captures the calories and the proteins and other micronutrients along with the child's BMI. But it doesn't stop there. It also captures what ingredients came into the school and how was the food prepared in the journey, how much amount of vegetables, pulses, grains was put in preparing that menu. So it's an end-to-end monitoring and traceability which ensures and enables the supply chain to deliver it to the child.
And you've had quite some impact in Maharashtra especially.
Yeah, I think it was a tribal school, and we monitored more than 90,000 meals, and the malnutrition came down from 25% to 9% over 10 months because of this end-to-end monitoring.
So that's an extremely impressive result. Yet we also know that many children, unfortunately, are left out of the traditional growth monitoring system because of being in remote areas, inaccessible areas. And now turning to Romita, your solution, MeitY AI, is working on that.
Absolutely. And what we found is that last year 75 million children went unscreened, absolutely unscreened, despite the impetus on nutrition plans, the Poshan Abhiyan, so on and so forth. And it was all because simple devices were not available. It was difficult and heavy to carry. So although these devices sometimes are uncalibrated and not available, everybody still has smartphones. So that is how we wanted to solve this problem. Healthcare worker just takes one single photo, and our application calculates the exact height. We use camera vision and machine learning. It's a proprietary algorithm that we have developed, and it gives Z-score. Based on that, we can actually calculate whether a child has malnutrition or not, has wasting or not, or is suffering from undernutrition and not.
It's providing advice to parents?
Absolutely, it does. Also to the healthcare workers, it does give personalized AI-based nutrition plan, which is climate just, which is adjusted for the geography, for the demography, and also inspire parents to track the BMI of the child regularly and what a good, nourished, well-balanced diet does for the child. So they can absolutely regularly map that out using our application.
Fantastic. What I can see with all three solutions is that we're looking at AI solutions and high-tech solutions, but also it is meeting, it's also meeting the reality on the ground of remote villages, of what's happening in the kitchen. And for that, it's very, very strong. So congratulations. So in terms of next steps, next week, we're very excited. We'll be together at the AI Summit. There'll be the hackathon event with high-level dignitaries where the solutions will be showcased and where we will have a chance to talk about the partnership between World Food Programme and your startups. And after that, I'm expecting that we will be able to arrange some mentoring, learn how we can together pilot the solutions on the ground in the areas where the World Food Programme is already working with the government, and look at scale after that. So I'm personally very excited. Please tell me how you feel about this.
I think it's great too. I think getting an opportunity in India AI to present something, it's a great opportunity because we have seen there are a lot of good leaders are coming there and the solutions which you are building, and this is something which is very dear to me. So happy to see that how audience going to see this as a live, and they can try it their own, and they can see that if there is a value in this to go to a scale point of view. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity as well for us, because we are sitting in Bangalore. We don't get those kind of opportunity to meet people like right people like you, and that's all the delegates are coming in this event.
I'm really grateful and thankful for this opportunity and really looking forward to pilot this solution, because I know that it aligns with WFP India's mission, and we want to take this to 100 million children by 2030, and that's a personal goal of mine. And I'm really excited for AI Impact Summit, which is happening in India. This is the first time it is happening in a Global South nation, And I'm really looking forward to the roadmap, the India Readiness, AI Readiness Roadmap that would be launched on 16th. And I'm hoping that we are able to make AI inclusive in India. So, keeping my fingers crossed. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, it's actually quite heartening that World Food Programme is looking at innovations in India for problems of India. It has been very difficult to extrapolate that how can a developed country researcher solve a problem of a developing country not being close to the problem enough. So that's the most heartening part of it. And with this approach, that's why I asked you whether this is the first time, but with this approach, I fundamentally feel that we can solve a lot of infrastructure level issues and core issues because we are building solutions which apply to the Indian and the overall global South context. Additionally, I feel that I think like the Prime Minister of the country says that digital infrastructure can be augmenting approach to the lack of physical infrastructure that we have. So I think really the digital first strategies, all the three startups that are talking about really are the answer to a lot of problems of India and global South.
Great, so thank you. Our values are aligned and we have complementary skills and reach in India, so very much looking forward to the partnership. What we can see is that when AI meets nutrition, every single meal, every single measurement brings us closer to an India that is well-nourished, resilient and healthy. So please join us in working with our partners to explore further and to scale these impressive innovations.